welcome back on the Good Morning Artesia Radio Show. We are here. Linda Stevens is here from Artesia Clean and Wonderful. How you doing this morning?
It's Friday. I'm good.
It is. So I think I have it fixed. I got a call from Jeff Gunn at NMMI, and they've got a volleyball tournament going on. And they have a volleyball game that's going to be broadcast on KSVPTV.com. And he said, we're not getting it to go through. We're not getting it to go through. I've got a green cloud. We're not getting it to go through. And I said, well, let me go to my office and pull up and see what you're doing. And he said, oh, we forgot to plug in the data cable.
Yeah, it's one of those, is it plugged in type things, you know, that. Fortunately, that's something simple.
Yeah, so as soon as they plugged in the data cable, then the box renegotiated its internet connection. And if you go to KSVPTV.com and you click on NM Junior College Broncos, now, do they have it on the right channel? You know what? I don't think they have it posted to the right event. Well,
I was trying to watch my grandson's graduation from Navy boot camp.
Oh, how's that going?
And it is live right now. Well, there's a boatload, pun intended, a boatload of kids graduating. I didn't realize, and my daughter didn't know how many, but there is bunches of divisions. So yeah, it started at 8.
Right.
Or a little bit before because they had music and, you know, the band playing and all that stuff.
Right.
And they still haven't gotten to it yet. So,
yeah,
you know, they're doing various assorted other things. And it's very difficult to understand everything they're saying.
Right.
It's on YouTube. You know, the audio in the gym there or whatever building they're in.
Right.
So I'm not sure if it said, of course I walked away for a half a second, if they've already given them the diplomas and this is just a bunch of other, you know, introductions and formality stuff.
Yep.
I didn't catch, but I thought, well, if they're going to give all of those, hand each one of them a diploma, there's no chairs for them to sit in. Of course, you know, this isn't a picture. They're not on vacation.
Right. That's right.
You know, so, but it is impressive. Very. Of course, I'm a political or a military slob anyhow.
Sure,
you know?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
So, hey,
patriotic slob is the word I was looking for.
I got all the NMMI stuff figured out. So it's out on the Facebook page, it's out on the YouTube page, it's on the KSVPTV.com, and so they're
good
doing,
to go.
Good to go. They are doing volleyball from there. Matter of fact, I'll bring it up here. If you're watching online, you can see the link to the page, KSVPTV.com, and then you go to the NMMI Junior College Broncos, and there's the volleyball game right there. So
good deal.
Got that squared away, and it's one of those things we're trying to get all this stuff figured out in the line because NMMI uses KSVPTV.com, and then we produce Roswell High, Goddard High, and Artesia High. And then there's NMMI high school stuff. And so all that, they produce all their stuff, but they distribute it through KSVPTV.com. So we're happy to have them on board. And who knows what's going to happen with all this. Now, we had a couple questions about the football game tonight. If you work in the press box, you have to wear a mask because that's inside a
right.
building. So Joby and Robbie and I are going to be, you know, masked up trying to do the play-by-play of the game tonight. Now, I don't think there's any mask requirements on an outdoor event. So if you're in the crowd or you're outside, that's I don't think an issue. And then somebody asked, are they going to limit the capacity? And I've heard from the AD there at Carlsbad, and only by the capacity limitations of the facility. So if the capacity is
5,000 people, 5,000 people can go.
5,000 people, and they're not going to oversell it or overbook it. You know, once they get to whatever that number is, then boom,
you're out.
You're not able to come in. Whereas in the past, schools would, you know,
standing room only.
Exactly, exactly. But they're not going to do the standing room only. So if there's a seat to sell, they will sell you a ticket for that seat. Once all the seats have been sold, then that's it.
Go home and watch it on KSVP TV.
That's right. That's right. And we're not doing a big multi-camera thing. I mean, we're going to have one camera in the press box, you know, looking down on the field. And so we're going to do our best for you to be able to, you know, get an idea
Yeah,
of
to
what's going
capture
on.
everything that's happening, sure.
But and then the band is going to get to perform. Artesia band is going to.
I heard them yesterday morning early.
Okay.
So they had to be out practicing, and the wind was in the right direction to come down by my house to be able to hear.
So you could hear them practice.
Yes.
Well, they are marching at Carlsbad, but not at halftime. So they're going to be marching before the game.
Okay.
And then the Carlsbad band will be the one that's performing at halftime. So I'm sitting here going, because we're going to have our broadcast starting around 6:10, you know. So when the band is out there marching, we've got content that we're going to play. We've got, you know, player segment stuff. We've got scout coach stuff. We've got the sideline. So we've got all that stuff that's going on. So I can't just stop.
Well,
And put the
maybe
band
you
on.
should figure out how to do that.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to figure out is how
Houston, you have a little problem
'Cause
here.
I would
Split
love-
screen?
Well, we could do a split screen, but I would really like to play it at halftime. So that's what I'm trying to go through in my mind is
because
how would I do that, you know?
We need our band.
That's right. That's
You
right.
know.
No, I want to, my halftime, I want to have the fan of the week, and then I want to play the Artesia band's performance. And when we're at home, that's an easy thing to figure out. The visiting band goes first, and then our band goes. And so we play the fan of the week while the visiting band is performing, and then we come back and play the Artesia band.
Right.
That's the plan. When we go on the road, it's usually the opposite. The visiting band plays first. So at halftime, if we were playing at halftime, we would go to the band first and then the fan of the week. But they're not letting, you know, they're having the bands split up when they perform. So our band's performing pregame. So I think I know what I'm going to do. I just need to.
Don't forget to plug in the cable.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Exactly. Just. You're exactly right. So anyway, I think I know how I'm going to do it, but I've got to figure it out, get it logistically figured out, and then set it up to do that. I think I know what I'm going to do though, and it's an easy thing to do. What I'll do is I'll set up a second camera with a chip in it and a boom mic, and then I'll just hit record while the band is playing, and then I'll bring that camera down to where I'm sitting, and I'll bring that in as a source, and then I'll just play it back from the playback on the camera in through the computer system. So I think that's what I'm going to do, but I've got to.
Well, okay, you just do that.
I'm going to do that because we are going to show the band
All right.
somehow.
You know, if I was a big techie, this would be very impressive. But, you know, not understanding all this stuff, it's like, yeah, okay, as long as it works and it's plugged in, yay.
Yeah. No, it's crazy trying to figure this all out and make it happen, but
I just think it's amazing, you know, like I was saying, I was trying to watch my grandson's graduation. They're in Great Lakes.
Yep.
And it's live on YouTube. How
Yep.
cool.
Yeah.
You know, there's some things that are just really neat. You know, to have it that right now, live on a channel, you know, just,
Yep.
yes.
Yeah. No, I agree with you entirely. And you know, we've been a part of that here with Artesia, and now Roswell and Goddard doing the same thing.
Well, I
with
know
Roswell
that
and Goddard.
kids that grew up with this thing in their crib are not impressed because they've never known anything different,
Yep.
you know. But we, people that are older than dirt, have, you know, gone from black and white television to having it on this little bitty flat thing that's called a phone.
Yep.
That has more technology in it than they did in Mission Control when they sent the first rocket up, which if you stop and think about that, you know, that took rooms and rooms and rooms of computer crap.
Yep.
And now we put it in our hip pocket and hope we don't drop it in the toilet. You know, it's just one of those.
And even if you do,
Yeah,
it'll
you better
probably
grab it
still
quick.
It'll probably still be working.
Where's the bucket of rice? Fast.
Yeah. Well, but even that's improved.
Yes, it
Yeah.
has. But just the technology that we have seen is still, we appreciate it more.
Yeah.
It's more amazing. We're fascinated with it. We don't understand it because it's so out there, because what we have seen it come from.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're raised with it,
It's
It doesn't
no big
mean
deal.
any more different than, that's a refrigerator. Yeah, all right, we've had them forever. Big deal.
That's
you
right.
know,
That's right.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. Linda Stevens is here. We're going to hold her over till the next segment and chat about stuff. If you want to watch some NMMI Junior College Volleyball, go to ksvptv.com. It is there. This is KSVP Artesia, K229AS Artesia. It's 9 o'clock. Let's get some
News has